Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and
the
nice
defense won the game today. Fourth quarter shutout.
Line.
Fourth quarter shutout, bro. Come on now.
14 points in the fourth quarter, bro.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drove up and down the field, bro.
Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack.
They should have gave him the MVP to Tom Brady.
He's going to go deep for Funchess.
It doesn't matter.
It's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Y'all people
nice play there to force the
y'all be saying stuff like that. Just like Tom Brady didn't deserve a win because Adam Vinatieri was kicking those kicks.
Yeah, win that turnover battle.
Because they won by field goals.
But you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40.
I hope Tom Brady goes to San Diego. He destroys the league and wins one more Super Bowl and then retires. What?
Set the tone. This time,
there he goes left side.
What?
Touchdown, Houston.
With that defense and that offense?
His 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him.
Bro, with that defense and that offense,
how about the pace he's already established, right?
He'll finally have a defense that's worth the shit.
But don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals.
No.
They all have those types of thoughts.
The Patriots are overrated as a team.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
They're way overrated. Bill Belichick's defense is overrated. The minute they started playing good teams, solid offenses, they were getting destroyed.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown,
and,
pick, but
bro, you're on code, bro. You can go on my Facebook. I hate Bill Belichick. I'm always going against Bill. His defense. I was talking about him playing against great defenses, like Buffalo and all that this year, and Baltimore. Absolutely.
He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Bro, he goes to the Super Bowl and wins games.
He's got his running back.
What are you talking about? He's playing the best in the AFC every fucking year he goes.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the
ball. Oh my God. Oh, okay. They only have the Baltimore Ravens, the Pittsburgh Steelers. What are you talking about? Oh, this guy. Bro, in the last 20 years that Tom Brady has been playing, the AFC has won way more Super Bowls.
Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now 2nd and 10
Tom
after
Brady?
the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, he drafted in 99.
Now Foles. And they will not get the connection there.
Yes, he's been playing for 20 years. They won the Super Bowl in 2000.
Now they face
in the last 20 years, bro, the AFC has 20 more championships than the shitty-ass NFC. Get the fuck out of here. The NFC is garbage.
Here's Foles.
You're just a fan, bro.
The linebacker Fred Warner right there.
Like your fucking Cowboys. The NFC is trash, bro.
Get into the body and the mind of the linebacker.
Bro, you just said the AFC is garbage when he was playing. That is sacrilege, bro.
As much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught.
So why would they win the Super Bowl every year?
On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front.
This guy.
Drop in their zone coverage.
This fucking guy.
Where the first down line was and end up making the play, swatting it away so they can get completion.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield.
But anyway, fuck Patty Mahomes.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big
I'm just mad I had to root
gate.
for Pat Mahomes, man.
You'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
That definitely wasn't easy. Nick
Yardage
Bosa's
on the
raised his
play,
ass.
back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third
That
down.
nigga was hurt. He don't get to go see Trump.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going deep.
Will they see Trump?
And that's caught inside the 35.
The elections this year. I thought they'd see the next
A
one.
big time play there for
Nah,
the Texans.
remember, he stays in office
51
until the election. He don't go out. He don't leave until January next year.
January, yeah.
Yeah, so he was in Trump this year. They won this year.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here,
Yeah,
he's
this
going to have
a
to
dog and
absorb the
pony show.
contact, and as a
Ain't
result,
doing nothing with
unable
that.
to hold on to the football.
Yeah, he don't get no steps.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
That's a really good job right
Did you
there.
beat
Just
what's his name?
stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness,
so mean to that little
incomplete.
girl.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to
I know
hold.
you're not. I know
So
you're
a
not.
tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play
I don't disagree with
that
you on that
absolutely
one.
costs you. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
Travis
flies in like a
Frederick
missile.
dropped.
Stop
It
that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Damn.
On second down, Eckler.
Travis Frederick. Y'all linemen?
Down, but not before they're
Dallas
inside
lineman?
the 25.
He used to be the
17
best center in
yards
the
and a
league.
first down
No, he's
for
not.
Phillip. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
football.
yeah. I keep forgetting
As
y'all
they've
like,
got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the
y'all like
second
what?
quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now back to throw. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
You need to do what?
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Nah, you said damn. You reminds me of that shit that niggas be talking.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Shit.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets us just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown.
I can tell you exactly what he's doing. He's running a shadow cover 3, and he's bringing a safety.
If he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses
so
well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary
deep crossing route
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
Kenny's just learned the art of disguising his defense. That's literally the only thing he's doing.
That means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people.
Nah, I mean,
to be no less than a one-on-one.
And he's going to go down again. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it.
Right.
3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
That's all he did. He literally made his entire team. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but he literally developed his entire team like mine.
Yeah, well,
And he literally plays his game like me. It's fucking weird, man.
And last time able to get 3.
I don't know.
They wanted 6, but they got at least something.
That's it.
They'll take it. Just
you talking about something else?
You've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess a computer.
Offense, they don't even want to see the field.
I want to trip against you.
They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is proving his work defensively here.
Looking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
An excellent return that time. 26 yards.
That's how it is.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense is held firm. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already.
Hell no.
Some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense.
Oh,
they can't
no.
really plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hand.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Yeah, he did that to get his
Not a whole lot to recap on that
You
drive.
know,
Just
yeah,
one
that's
play,
so
75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
No.
That's the yawn.
And he'll get it up
Yeah,
past the 20
you
to the
don't do that.
22-yard line. Out comes a
Yeah, but you
Houston
don't tell a
offense
child
as
not
they
to
get
listen to
set
a grown
take
man.
over
That's-
here. You're under a minute to go
That's
here in the
fucked up.
half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first
Right.
half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown, 87 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you.
And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
I meant to ask you that
Check in
day.
with the referee.
That was good.
And since they still have 10 yards to go. And okay, so much for our
came home
halftime
mad.
break.
For some
We're
reason,
going
I
to
was
get
like,
right
"God
back to it." Both teams appear ready for
Yeah,
the
it was
fight
something
ahead.
had something to do with
Resume
her.
action here
Yeah, I
in quarter
remember.
number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Right.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
So the people she want to help,
Take it
can't
at
help.
the 22.
And the people that
Give
don't need the
11
help,
yards that time
get everything,
on the
get all the
return.
help.
And
Right.
the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets going. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Get the first, a decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that can be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well the second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
He's going to go deep for
I like
Funchess.
fried chicken.
Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. He's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but ends up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run for Nick Chubb, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
That'll be caught by Cup. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
You can always tell by looking
at it anyway. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Chubb running right. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Here's 3rd and 3.
Right.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. He'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass.
How do you upgrade niggas
44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
He's got a man, complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. Yeah. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. Defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Houston, it's a win here in their home opener.